posture, breathing, and still do a fast dynamic move or anything that's slow. So using posture alignment through every move is very, very crucial in this form of training. So it can be the regular push-up, plank, squat, but doing it with having alignment in your body is very crucial. I train more of the ladies also, so kids today is very important because we see that posture is becoming such a big issue today, and because of posture leads to a multiple issues. So that's one thing that we incorporate. So I'm just going to start right now. I think we're good to go. As of now, all we need is a mat. If you have indoor shoes, great, because we're doing the first 5 to 10 minutes. For the first 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to stick to a cardio-based workout, which kind of is a warm-up, and it will also kind of give you a little bit of a rush. And then we move on to something that's very slow, isometric. So we do a squat series, we do an arm series, and then we do an ab series. So it's a full body series, but we will use the Pilates method, and we would use the regular method of training, and we're going to mix it up and see how difficult or easy it is. So welcome to this session. Can I have a grid view where I can see everyone, Dandali? If that's possible.
Sorry?
I'm not able to see everyone, but if that's possible. Okay, I can. We're good to go. So I'm just going to have a chair with me for support. So usually we use a chair for some sort of a finger support, and we're going to use a chair even to show you with a lot of squatting and leg series. So we're going to have a chair around, a mat and shoes, and we get started with your stretching. Now, when we talk about posture, we do focus more on how we start with the top. So we start with how much our shoulders are in front of us, behind us. So there is a thing in posture called anterior tilt and posterior tilt. Usually, we tend to go into anterior tilt, which is more like our tailbone sticking out and our bottom sticking out. But we always, or we are hunching and we're going into a posterior tilt. Neither is good. For posture, we always have to figure a neutral way of standing center, which means your ear has to be in line with your shoulder bone. Your ears and shoulder bone being in line with your hip muscle, your knee and your ankle means you got the right posture. So if we have to do a little bit of a posture check, we always have to make sure we are neutral versus back or front. That is one thing that we need to be mindful about. So every movement of yours, that needs to be consciously focused on. Number one. Number two is, we always end up doing any arm series with a shoulder turn round. So I'm going to come closer to the monitor. When I say shoulder turn round, it does not just mean rolling the shoulder back, but it's using your shoulder blades. So we focus on using our shoulder blades and pushing it behind. So the way I always like to tell you is your shoulder is on the first floor, second floor, basement. Okay? Think about your shoulder in the basement level all the time, which means you have to roll it, bring it to the basement level. That's something that you need to be conscious of. So we're going to start with a shoulder roll down and use your hands. Every time you lift your hands, it's never shoulder level. It is always chest level. So take it from your rib cage and stretch it open from here. Okay? So starting with your hands here, we're going to inhale, roll up, go vertical with a deep inhale, exhale, pull your fingers back and roll the shoulders back. So we're going to go 8, inhale upwards and exhale through your mouth. So you always have to inhale from your nose, exhale from your mouth. So when we talk about shoulder rolling, we also have to talk about your rib cage. Now, usually when we say posture, we go into out and then we go into the rib cage thrusting up. This is your rib cage. When we breathe from here, which is the diaphragm, we can't be pushing that rib cage up, for which you can get a back problem. So every time we start doing any shoulder work, arm work, or standing straight, we always make sure this is tucked in. Your rib cage is tucked in and your tailbone is tucked neutral. Keeping that in mind and doing the movement is very important. So we talked about shoulder. Number 2, we talked about rib cage. When we talk about this part, this is where we talk about the 6-pack, 2-pack, core, all of that. This is where the magic happens. So in Pilates, everything that you move is from your center. So whether I'm doing a leg series, I'm doing an arm series, I pull from the center. So making sure this is in your neutral position and your center is very important. It's always supposed to be neutral and it's always supposed to be supported with the breath. Now I'm going to just show you what is the breath like. This is your rib cage. All your fingers on the rib cage, please. For those who are doing it with me, we're just going to have your hands right under your chest and put it under your rib cage. We're going to inhale with your nose and hug the rib cage inwards. So scoop it inwards like you're taking all those plugs, wires, connections and pulling it to the center. Exhale. You literally have to blow out like you're blowing fire or candle, a nice high flame candle. So you have to blow out, and when you blow out, you use your belly button to draw it inwards. So if you're doing yoga or anything, we usually go inhale with your rib cage in, exhale with your belly out. In Pilates, you're constantly contracting. Understand this. So we have to think about the breathing going inside with an inhale, exhale, draw, release. One more. Inhale, hugging the rib cage. Exhale, draw the pelvic upwards. Using pelvic muscles is crucial in every workout that we're going to start with. So the first 3 minutes of this little theory is what really makes the workout worth it. And this is what you need to use through your training. So we're getting your breathing right. So inhale, hug your rib cage, exhale, pull your pelvic muscles and slowly let it go. That is where, so when you pull your pelvic muscles, you're also squeezing your glutes. So everything is activated in the center. Okay? And now we're going to just start with, obviously we know what a squat is. We've done a lot of squats, but we're always going to show you a squat on a, I like to always use a chair, especially when we're virtually training, because we always see when we sit, we don't sit with our knee in front and down. We always sit with the pressure in our heel and sit back. Put the pressure in your heel, get up. So that's the easiest earlier, whenever you're starting, even for beginners, start learning your squats with just sitting on a chair, placing it down, and in the same way, using the same energy, the same strength, driving from your heel, you gotta use it when you don't have support to sit. Okay? So that's how you learn how to squat, versus when someone really goes fast, people take your knees down or in front. So these are a few fundamentals. We're going to go right into it. Let's go into a shoulder stretch. We're going to go into hip, spine, leg, and then we begin. All right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, turn. For 5, inhale, pull your rib cage in. Exhale, use your shoulder blades back. Inhale, forward. Open out your fingers so that you're lengthening those muscles. And one last. We're going to go into a little bit of a reverse 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, it's very, very important to use your fingers, pull it away from your shoulder. Don't just go. All right, these are small, tiny muscles. They don't support fast movements like that. All right, be very mindful about it. From here, we're going to go into a warm-up of a Y, T, and a W. The only time you bend your elbow is when you do a W, okay? So open out your hands, your elbows are straight, go into a Y, press your shoulder blades, join T, join W. Let's get 5 of that. Go. Y, T, W, Y, T. Activate your shoulder blades. W, and T, and W. Your breathing is exhale, exhale. 2 more. Y, shoulder blades squeezing, and W. Let's go 1 more. Y, squeeze your shoulder blades, and W. Right here, we're going to stay in your W, and we're going to go moving to your side bend, rotating your spine. Very important. Your spine moving side to side, forward to back is very important. This dictates your injury. This dictates your posture. This dictates a lot of things that you need to know about your body at any age level, at any training level. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into the W, tuck your elbow in, reach that hand up, make sure your fingers are reaching the opposite side of that wall, and press. Try to find range and drop yourself down. Vertically come up and down. Let's go again. Side stretch. Find your maximum range. Draw your fingers to the other side of the wall. Exhale. Side. Pull from your heel, knee, sidelines, and pull together. Drop together. Last one. Together. 5 on the other side. Lengthen. Don't make an elbow bend. Just reach long so everything lengthens out and your muscles are activated. And last 2. And 1. Always exhale when you're putting some pressure and come back home in the center with an inhale. Right there, we're going into a spinal twist. Now your spine went to the side. Now we're going to go into a opposite side. So here it's very important. Your pelvic muscles are facing forward. You're not going to move your pelvic muscles like that. So let's go. Twist that spine. I'm going to show it to you. Move your shoulder blades. Take that hand and control your spine forwards. It's only from your spinal rotation. Center. Exhale. Center. And turn. So I'm turning from my abs. I am not turning from my hips and my pelvic. This is where all the key things are which you need to know. We always use the entire body for any movement. We don't have to do that. Focus on this. Once you're done with that, we're going to turn around and we're going to pulse. Center. 2, 3, 4, center. I am pushing from my shoulder behind. 2, 3, 4, center. Last one. And center. Onto the other side. We're doing every move 5 times each side. 3, 2, 1. And last one. Center. Okay, so what happens? You're opened up, so you may be restricted with your range here, but when you pulse and exhale, you're opening up that block muscles on the side. Okay, that's your next. We're going back to the hip. Very important. This is something that all the men, boys, girls, ladies, everyone, we all have trouble at any age. This pelvic moving sideways. So we always do this. When we do a stretch in your leg. Let's understand why we're doing it. Knee in front, push your knee at the back without rotating your pelvic. So knee out, knee drop. Take your knee out. So I'm using my fingers so that it's clear. Push it out, go down. Take that really tough circle. In. So for me to go sideways without moving my pelvic, if you really do it, you're going to feel it. We're going to go for 3 more, 2 more. Taking this on the side is really important without moving this. That's why we're doing that. Let's reverse for 5. 5, take it out. In. Hip level. In. And last one. Onto the other side for 5. Let's go. Up. Open. Keep it open. Push the knee out. Take it back. Open. Don't go halfway. Push it a little. The struggle is where the work is. A little bit of struggle is always needed when you're doing any kind of work. Breathe. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's reverse it. Forward. Push it back. Forward. You're using your glutes each time. This is a workout by itself. And last one. This opens up your hip muscles. Obviously, after that, you definitely have learned how to go into the hip flexor opening and the hamstring opening. Just stay into the hamstring. Every time you want to do hamstrings and hip flexors, breathe for 5 seconds. Pull and get your hip flexors. Breathe. Learn to be still. A lot of the work is in the stillness. Hip flexor for 5, 4, 3, 2, hamstring, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we get started. We're already a little warmed up. We're doing 2 rounds. 1 round is going to be 4 exercises of just jog. We're going to jog. I'm just going to spell that out to you. Your first exercise is going to be a jog, jumping jack, jumping rope, and a fast feet. Only for 10 seconds. Let's go. Jog. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can use the space around you. Feel free. Let your body be a little free. 2, 1. Jumping jack. Use your elbow, which means your shoulders also moving. Let's go. 10, 9. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jump ropes. Now jump ropes. We all do that. You got to imagine you're holding a skipping rope and it's not this. No damage on the knee, please. Control your core. Pull and engage your core. Squeeze your glutes and keep everything stiff. Bounce on your toe. Very slightly. Keeping your lower ab tight. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Everything in control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your last 4th one for 10 seconds. Fast feet. We're going to learn how to tap our toe fast. 10 seconds. Let's go. 10, 9, 8. You got to vibrate it. Go slow. Go fast. But breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Take a breather. Gather yourself. Your round 2 in 10 seconds. Your round 2 is not going to be the same. We're going to try something different. Your round 2 is going to be a little more with control and balance. What is it? It's not just spot jogging and keeping it in your comfort zone. It's about moving. So I'm just going to change my camera angle a little bit. It's about really understanding range and controlling your body. Okay? Let's go. For 10 counts. Lateral jump 1. 2 is a curtsy lunge. 3 is a mountain climber. And 4th one is a sprint jog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to go side. 2, balance. 4, 5, exhale. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that 1 second hold is very crucial. What happens when you reach here, you're wobbling, you're twisting. Be mindful. Second one, curtsy lunge. What is a curtsy lunge? Getting your leg behind, long, sitting on your ankle and low is important, okay? So we're gonna go back and we're gonna hop. Back, down, hop, down, hop, down. Let's take it up a little bit. 8, 7, use your hands. 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe. 1. Take a breather. 5 seconds. Third one, mountain climbers. Everyone, whoever does mountain climbers, usually whenever we go into something fast, our butt goes here. We are going to keep it all fours. So go into knee, under hip, lift first, start with pelvic being under, rib cage lifted up, tailbone tucked in, press your palm, lift yourself up. Straight your hip to either side with your knee. Let's go. 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you see, as you get tired, you don't go here. You are sticking to that. And you're moving your hip to every corner. The only way your hip goes side to side is when you take your knee into your elbow. It has to be this. Your hip can't go down if your elbows and your knee are not meeting. Fourth one. Sorry about that, just gonna get this. Fourth one is a sprint jog. Let's go into a fast sprint jog. Lifting knee is key. 10 seconds. Move your hand, keep it light on your toe, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're done with the cardio part. You need at least, it literally takes 5 seconds, 5 minutes to get one round going if you do it correctly. It should take lesser. Coming back, I'm going to go into the squat series in 10 seconds. Grab your chair, fingertip support. Your squat series is going to be go down, hands forward, go down, tuck. So I'm not using the chair for now, so I'm going to go sideways. I'm going to go down, go on your toe, squeeze it, down, up on your toe. Go 3, up, 2, up, 1. Look at me, my shoulders are back. I'm not going like that. Make sure your hip is facing the ground. And draw your toe, glutes in, squeeze. And your second one is going to be a little isometric. What is isometric? When we're done with squatting, the muscle wants to burn a little bit more. We shall pulse, okay? Hold the squat. So imagine you have a chair. I am touching the chair and going up, touching up, okay? So if I go into a lower chair, I pulse. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm hoping you're feeling the burn. 10 pulse, 10 squats. Second one, you're going to go into a wide squat. Wide squat is always for the glutes. Now wide squat, I like to use, since we are all at home right now, let's use what we have. And trust me, you can do a lot with what you have. We don't need a gym for now. You're using your sofa. I'm going to go with my heel in, toe out, knee out. When I say knee out, I'm thinking 180 degree. Touch the sofa, up, squeeze your glutes. 5, Each time go down. 2. Let's pulse it. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. So 10 movement, 10 pulses. That's what keeps the fire burning and your all of the fibrous muscles actually really working. So you're done with white squat, you did regular squat. We're gonna mix one last thing in the squat series, which is the lunge to squat. Let's get that. We're going wide, turn into that lunge. So your one leg back, just knee and toe, in. Don't straighten your body. Incline it a little bit forward. Recline it, sorry. Push, center, turn. Center, turn. 2, 3, control. You need to understand what to move, what to keep steady. It's static, it's dynamic. Last one. Inhale, and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. That becomes the squat series, but why are we using the chair? This is more challenging than any other exercise. This is where the Pilates comes in too. We're going to use your leg, soften, stand on the standing leg with a soft knee. Don't lean to the chair. Hold, control your core. Think of all the points I told you, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. I'm just going to stretch you like that. While you're here, we're going to go pull that leg with no bent knee. Point the toe. You have to imagine someone's pulling you and you don't want to go. Like your parents are pulling you away and your body is like a foundation pole. Nothing moves. Pull it from here. Take it above your hip, below your hip. Small contractions. 3, 4, 5. Watch me. Soft knee, spread out. It's totally straight and ruler straight legs. For 5, hold it, circle it. We're going to go from our hip, we're going to circle small. Think of a quarter size 25 paise coin. Okay? Point your toes, please. Point your toes. Now think about not coming all the way in. Think about holding it far. Push high, little low. High, low. And 2 more. And 1 more. Your standing leg is going to be screaming, saying stop. We're still going to go reverse. Reverse. 2, 3, 4. Don't ever, ever fold your knee. Last one. Shake it out. If whoever's doing it with me right now will know what I'm saying. This looks like easiest. It's the toughest of it all. From here, we're going to go into our folded leg hydrant, okay? Again, don't lean. Let's do this. Fold, lift your knee till your hip. 1, 2, 3. You're really pulling your abs with an exhale. Shh, shh, shh. And stop. Let's go backwards. 1, kick it in the sky. 2, 3, heel towards your head. 4, 5, 3 more. 2, and 1. Let's do this whole thing without a break on the other side. Just make sure you're not enjoying the luxury of movement. Make your movement work with a slow and a small. Let's go. Stretch it out. Learn to pull. Bring your pelvic forward. Don't stick it back like that. But in the center. While you lift your leg, everything stays center. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle it. 1, 2, 3. Please don't make your coins too big. 25 paise. And the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, don't take your leg in. I know it hurts. I'm sorry about that. But let's fold it. And let's take that knee up. 1, 2, 3. I see all your upper body is going towards the chair. That's exactly where stability plays a role. Exhale. Pull the belly. Let's turn. Let's kick it to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop it. So that is a teaser of what your leg series look like. So you got your squat, you got your lunge, you got your stability. We're going into a little bit of arm work. Your arm work. As I always tell you, arms are always stretched out from your rib cage, never from your shoulder. If anybody tells you shoulder level, don't go there. Your shoulder and your ears, they're never married. They don't like each other. They're never friends. Keep them separate, okay? Hold it, roll your shoulders back, pull your hands on either side. With your shoulders staying back, circle it. And I want you to pull like someone's pulling your hand from your wrist. So stretch that wrist, put your pinky finger upwards, give me 8 circles. We're going to remember rib cage in, neutral pelvic, not that. Don't go into that. It's going to hurt your back. Pull it, and we go for 3, 2, control the circles. Slow, circle from the joints. Don't circle from your fingers. Reverse 8. I'm going to get closer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to push that palm downward. We're going to slap a ball down, okay? Without moving your elbow. Slap a ball just with your wrist, but activating your arms. Can we do that? Control it. Again, reset. Shoulder back, shoulder blades meet behind, and slap. 2. You can do this when you're doing your online classes. You can do this for your shoulder strength. So many benefits. You don't need to go anywhere to do this. And let's push the ball up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, and roll it back with your shoulders down on the basement floor. That's why theory is important, because we connected in every movement. Push your elbow back. Again, the tendency is to take the shoulder back. Push it down, roll the shoulder back, then take your elbow back, then stretch your fingers back. Break it down. You get the right form. Pull your abs in, soften your legs, and slap it behind, just with your wrist. 8, keep your neck neutral in the same line. 5, 4, tricep is activated. 3, 2, 1. We're going to press that ball at the back with your full arm right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If anyone's arms are not burning right now, you haven't done enough. We have to these are called weightless arm series. You obviously get to work with TheraBands. You get to work with open TheraBands. Okay, you can do a lot of this with TheraBands as well. And of course, you can always use these XQs. So eventually, when I see your form is right, I'm going to get into all these stories to make it more interesting. Okay, we're going straight into the mat work. Now, all of us want your abs to be tight. How do we do it? I'm going to shift my camera lower. Start with a bear crawl. Roll that spine down. Always think about your spine rolling down like a proper bend. Go forward in 3 steps. Hold it there. Never drop your hip down. Learn to pick up that hip up. Round your rib cage up. every time, very important. So since we're doing the arm series, I'm going to stick to a little bit of a push-up. You're going to get your knees, push your hip in the center. So your hip is going to be at the center of your palm and your knee. You're going to go slowly and come up. We're not going to aim at going down, okay? Just go into chest to floor, bend your elbow up. Chest to floor, up. Chest to floor, 2 more. Look down, exhale, up. 1, exhale, up. Now, we're going to go into a close push-up. So we're going to maintain a diamond. Get that? Now we're going to get into that tricep. Hold it. Let's slowly push in, push up. Push in, push out. Just 2 more. 1 more. And when you have the strength, we go down and we hold it. And we come up. Okay? We're not going to go into that advance right now. But we're going to work with smaller contractions, smaller movements. From there, can all of you show me your sideline balance? Since this is all going to be mat flow, we're going to have 5 exercises more that attacks the core. You're going to place your hand on the side, palm, knee, leg, everything in one go. You're going to lift that leg and go for 5 leg raises. 5. You're working your sides. 4, 3, 2. This is going to balance, and this is also working your bent leg. From here, you're going to control the weight and take it in front. Come back home. Control, pull your abs in, front. I like for you to understand your legs on a table. You're taking the table in front and at the back, and the table has wheels. Pull it. 2 more. 1 more. What happens here when you don't have control? You're pulling your body in. Don't do that. It's about just moving your leg. Everything else on top is static. It's steady. It's still. It's all working. On the other side. Again, don't stick your hip out. Push your hip straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it steady. 1, 2, 3. Try it. If you don't, you can always start with the floor. Slowly come up and then take it to your hip. There's always a graduation and a progression level. Okay, and once you're done with that, we're going to turn. We're going to go on your leg and we're going to go into the core series. Sit up straight on your sit bone, sitting up uptight with your abs, your spine being straight, almost like someone's pulling your head upwards. Always start from the lower back. Roll, scoop your belly in. Take a deep inhale, scoop the belly in, keep the belly into your spine. With that, stick the belly in your spine. Inhale, go right down. When you go down, you're going to come up, scooping your rib cage and going up. So you basically need to imagine you have a paper here, you're rolling every line of the paper and you're sitting up. Is that clear? I'm going to come a little closer considering I'm on the mat. Always understand, this is a piece of paper with lines. Take that spine, round it. What do we do when we have ab work? We go flat back. Flat. No flat back. Otherwise, you're using strength from the back. We're going to roll that paper and sit up. Let's go 5 of that. Roll from the lowermost pelvis. Keep your belly button in. Go to your shoulder blade. Lift your shoulder blade and come up. Take your belly button in. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Roll it. Keep it ready and steady. Lay it on the floor. Roll your rib cage, tighten, crunch, and take it up. Another way to learn how to crunch is to pull your leg up. Walk your leg down. Hold your leg and walk it up. You're forced to curl your spine. Curl that spine, walk it forward. You also will start learning how to keep your knees straight. No bend in the knee. Roll. And come up to the destination, straighten up. Changing sides. Go up. Roll. Don't just go back flat. I am rolling down to my thigh. Abs are rolled. Rolling from the upper back, mid back, lower back, and straightening. That's one of your ways to learn how to pull your back up and to do a proper crunch. Your last three again is a crunch and an oblique. Okay? So in Pilates, you always have to learn keeping your lower back really, really tight on the floor. You see my hands? When I put it down here, I'm not supposed to be taking my hands down. That's how tight my back has to be. But what happens is we always end up lifting it and this slips out. So every time we're doing an ab, this is loose. This is always lifted up. That's why we all say, oh, our lower belly doesn't go. Or we have kids who have like really low back issues or any kind of a lower body issue. So which means you have to first tighten your lowermost core using all those muscles, engage it in the center and keep that tight. Only that natural arch in the spine has to be seen. So you have to see the light only here. My rib cage here is in, my lower back is in, I'm gonna maintain an orange under my chin. Don't squash that orange. No lemon juice, no orange juice, okay? We're gonna maintain that orange. Look in between your knee or on top of the wall. Round, down. Exhale up, down. When you exhale up, pull the belly in. Slowly come down. We can only do 5. And one more. So there is no 100, 250 crunches. In 8 crunches, you will feel it. Next, we're going to go into oblique. This is called a tabletop. Why tabletop? Because it looks like a table and it's absolutely steady. So you kind of go, keep this leg like it's a really flat table and just go side to side. It is not elbow. It is shoulder reaching the back pocket of your hands. It's cross, cross, cross. 2 more and turn it. We're going to get into a little progression. We go into cycling. 3, 4, 5, and rest it out. Correct. Good job. Yeah, I see 2 people. So what we really do when we do this is we end up moving, rolling. You see that? We end up moving this. This steady and just the leg and taking the shoulder to the opposite side is crucial. So don't make it a elbow. It is shoulder, shoulder. So use abs. So if you do it this way, you will really not be able to do more than 8. Forget 3 sets. So we don't go set-wise here, okay? And lastly, you're going to go into lower abs. You're going to go into a nice circle, big round circle. Hands to the side. Pull that leg up to the sky. Take it all the way towards your hip. I'm going to do it this side. Up, all the way towards your hip and side. These are called big leg circles. Now you're not going to move your lower back and pelvic. Control the pelvic. Side. 3, 2, pointing your toes, going sideways, and 1. Can we reverse that? Making sure, go down, pull from your toes, lengthen from your inner thighs, exhale, bring it up. Again, keep pulling those legs away from your center. Remember we talked about legs raising. Always use your center muscles in your spine. Don't just circle like that. This is not controlling and engaging anything. And the other side for 5, and we stretch. So you worked your upper, you worked your oblique. We do a lot of sides. And reverse it. Reverse. 2, 3. Go all the way. Don't move your lower back, please. And control and down. Now take that knee inwards, hug it tight, push it out, and extend that leg out. Draw it in again, roll, stretch it out, hold it. Drop this leg, take this other leg, take your knee in, push your knee out of your body. That's why the real hip opens. Lengthen out that leg towards the hip. Hold it right there. Don't move your pelvic, keep working on that. Keeping both your sit bones and pelvic into that mat is important. This shouldn't happen. All right, and then take it up, stretch it, and roll with your back straight. So every time you're learning how to stretch, you either work with your back straight or you work with holding, you're interlacing your fingers, holding your leg, and push the leg into your hands. Practice this. If you're really tight on your hamstring, don't work on both muscles. Don't work on back and leg. That's going to be a little demotivating. Start with leg. Okay, you can always rest against the wall, push the leg. If you have a band or if you have a towel, put the towel under your feet, 1 foot, and stretch it. So it's not about pulling the band to you, it is pulling the leg to the band. Makes a difference when you understand it correctly. Push the leg into the band. That's how you stretch it. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is for all the boys who do not have flexibility. Don't use this luxury. Make it have some work in it by pushing the leg into that band. Now, if you want to work on your lower back, press, go vertical, up to the sky. Hold it for 5, 4. Everything's going to be shaking. Allow it. 3, 2, 1. Release it. Let's just get into a little bit of a side stretch. Open. Go vertical on your hands. Really stretched out. Grab that one hand. If you can't reach your toe, don't worry. Go to the last point of pain. If this is where your last point is, stay there. If you think, okay, I can push myself a little bit more, I can crawl my fingers further, do it. When you reach there, pull always from the bottom, from the center, and drop it. Hold for 5, 4, breathe, exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Every time, try to push yourself from the lower back. Don't use this one. This is called thoracic. Thoracic is upper chest. Use from your lower. If you want to increase flexibility, so Pilates has a stretch in every exercise. Stretch it out. Take your hand. Go to the last point. If my last point is my toe, I like to increase my range and crawl my fingers to my mid feet, or my lower feet, or my outside feet. We need to gauge where we can push ourselves. The tendency, and the human tendency normally is, okay, I'm very comfortable here, and I look like I'm stretching. A lot of people, and a lot of us, we feel like we're doing it when we can do more. Try to go more, okay? Hold it. 3, 2, and go up, 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 up. Always come in length so that everything is in posture and alignment. Let's go into a downward dog. Toes, toes, push your hip up. Please make sure you're pushing your hips so high that your leg is straight, your spine is long. So push your wrists and your shoulders away from the mat. The more you push yourself away, the more you're lengthening your spine. Show me a long spine, long leg, walk it to the center, hang around, take a breather, let it go, be a little loose, and side to side. Just play around, use your body in a loose manner. Let all the tightness go and slowly show me a nice roll and bend in the spine. Roll, 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 and take a nice back bend. So using your spine in every direction is crucial. That comes to the end of a session, which works from head to toe, works with mobility, stretching, flexibility, mindfulness, and a lot of strength. Thank you so much for joining me.
Whoa, Tanishka. Tanisha, it was a very, very invigorating session. I was just headed for my bottle of water. And I'm sure everybody enjoyed the session too. Well, before all of us head for lunch, there's just one request to everybody. If everybody could just switch on their videos, we just need a thumbs up from your end. Requesting everybody to please switch on your videos, please. On a count of 1, 2, 3, I would want to take a screenshot for this. Let me just check if everybody is put on the videos. A very, very special mention to Swapnil sir, Chetak sir, and ma'am. Where's ma'am gone?
Mukta ma'am's there, I can see.
No, Nikita. I think she was
Nikita
looking for
ma'am.
Nikita.
Yeah, Nikita ma'am. Yeah,
She's
Nikita
there.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining in and doing the sessions along with us. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yes, yes, of course, ma'am. Thank you to you too.
Thank you.
Well, on the count of 1, 2, 3, let's have a screenshot. Katie, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. One more, please. One more time, please. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It was really good. Thanks for being patient, and thanks for really staying there throughout the entire counting. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tanisha. Thank you, Gandhali.
Thanks, ma'am. All the best. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Can we leave the...
Yes, sir.
Pandit sir, can we leave right now or something you want to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes. We can hear, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear.
Sir, you're on mute, sir. Mangesh, sir.
Pandit sir, just unmute yourself. Pandit sir, on your left side, there's a the mute button is there. So unmute it and then talk.
please unmute your button. Pandit sir.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
We can hear you, sir.
Dandali ma'am is there?
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, good afternoon. It was a good session, ma'am. Very nicely organized. And thanks for the great presentation. It was really good because ma'am has explained, I think, about the basic things about the posture, how ear, shoulder, hip, and ankle should be in line, significance of alignment and posture and breathing technique. These were the points madam has covered very nicely. Then she has actually explained practice makes man perfect is not true. Perfect practice makes man perfect. So the perfect practice, scientific way, how it has to be done, ma'am has explained very nicely. So exercises with available sources, these were the good highlights of the session. Ma'am, I would like to ask few questions. Gandhali ma'am, can I ask one or two questions to you?
Sir, to me or to Tonisha ma'am?
If she's there, I can ask her also, no
Tonisha
problem.
ma'am's there, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tonisha, you're on mute.
Tanisha ma'am?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Yeah, as I said, the session was very nice. You are
Yes, sir, I
defined.
heard you, sir.
Yeah. So I would like to ask you a few questions, ma'am. That
Yes, please do.
because the children will be there in different age group
Yes.
along with the parents. I think it is for parents and children also. So,
Yeah.
I would like to know one or two things, not more than that. Number one is your method of teaching will be your demonstration and how you will manage to do the identification of fault and correction of fault. That method, because see, you are given a wonderful demonstration, but there will be individual difference among the parents, students, and their age group and their
Of course.
genders also.
Correct,
So,
correct.
will it be simple to complex, or how sort of session will
Yes.
be organized by you? Number one.
So, sir,
Number-
that's actually a very valid question.
Yeah.
Because when we actually first we were in talks with SFA and wanting to take this forward, SFA and us, we were both we are very, very particular about every level of fitness people come with, the
Yeah.
range, the age group. So the level of fitness and age group is something that we have to keep in mind because we're not individually teaching, we're teaching in a group.
Correct.
So considering that, that's one of the main reasons why we need to take like one or two muscle groups. We need to make sure that we first focus on alignment, posture, have them practice, because it's the same fundamental for any age group.
Right,
Step
right.
one. Two is the theory understanding is very important for them to perform correctly, especially in the kind of training I personally like to train is I'd like for them to understand the theory so that wherever they train, if not just with me, there is a lot of method and there is a lot of perception and mindfulness applied to their training. So whether it's parents or whether it's beginners or advanced, I have trained a lot of advanced people who still don't know their fundamentals and who have back issues and knee issues. So we start from there, we see how they go, and then we can have two different batches of people who are better with their form and some who are still amateurs. So we can progress. Yeah.
So you will make the batches afterwards. After looking, after screening them in a 1 or 2 sessions, you can go for that, I think.
We need at least, we'll not have 1 or 2, maybe about 3 to 4, because at least we have to give them time, first of all, to understand the form of fitness. 1. 2 is they're new to the trainer. So the familiarity itself takes 1 or 2 sessions. You know, like if all of you meet me the second time, it'll not be the same. You'll be a little more comfortable, correct? So it's always, so exercise is more mental, right? So once we have that connection, then I actually will understand that, okay, your level is this and somebody else's level is that. And then we can make a decision on when and how we need to, even if we have to take it into 2 or 1, keep all in 1. So it's, again, we work as we go.
Right. Ma'am, second question, there are few questions only. So I need to clear my doubts also. The sessions will be there on every day or 2 or 3 sessions per week. And how many number of sessions will be there? In total.
So I wouldn't be the right person to answer that because I
Okay.
have, right now we're just trying to understand the fundamentals of how we're going to kind of work through this.
Yeah.
But every day would be too tiring. There people would
Yes.
even get demotivated.
Correct.
Yeah, it would also, there people will back off because when it's, when we all get demotivated when it's tiring,
Yes.
or when it's
Right.
when
They need
something
re-
is not working for us. So
Right. They need
go with
recovery
that.
also. Yes.
Yeah, 3 sessions a week I think works perfect. That way there are no long gaps. You have a breather. That's what we would aim at. 3 sessions a
Right.
week.
Perfect. Right. 3 sessions a week. Right. So
Sure.
there will be exercise, and you will be having some package of what you call as course for this particular thing, which will include the aim of the program will be to develop fitness and particularly your personality traits and all. So I would
Yes,
like to ask, just wanted to see today. I have seen your all the workouts and all. It was very nice and
Thank
really impressive. Very well organized and scientifically designed, so that everybody can understand the significance of doing exercise correctly. I really appreciate. The only
Thank
thing
you.
I would like to ask you, what will be the content of your program on wellness? Well, because that is also the title of the program, and the personality and what you call personality coaching and lifestyle coaching and all. This part was
Yes.
a bit missing in this program. I think this is what I observed. So, will there be any special sessions on that in your scheduled program when you will go with the students?
Yes. So, sir, we, what is actually planned is today's agenda was actually to do the workout part.
Correct.
Today's agenda was to get the fitness part and to understand what is my
Fantastic.
style, what is the style we are incorporating.
Right.
But eventually, once we know what kind of audience we have and who we are catering to, we can have once a week. We can have maybe on a Sunday when things are they're mentally a little more relaxed, or when they don't have any online classes. We have like twice a month or once a month, depending on a schedule that we have. We're the ongoing. We're planning that right now. We have a whole content where we have behavioral communication, creative thinking, mental health. We talk about topics like that. These are things that children and parents are worried about, and children need to know. And we address these things where people talk to you. So sometimes why we want to cater to this is because it's really not about being fit from the outside. We all know it as coaches that if you're not fit here, it's not going to come out. We're just going to be forced that, someone's putting them on a course online and the kids are doing it. So to find out their real stability, their mental stability inside, how happy and how willing they are to actually be out there and perform, or any life skills that they need to do to get those other layers out. We'll have a candid session like just the way we are having right now, where we have them ask me questions and I'm free to answer them. So sometimes the conversation that doesn't happen between teacher, coach, coach and the student happens with a session like ours. That's what we are aiming at.
Sort of counseling session, and which will include the personality coaching also, which will have physical, mental, social, emotional, spiritual development. That is actually wellness. I was just finding out that part only was missing here. Otherwise, it was excellent. Really, I appreciate. The whole session was demonstrated, executed, excellent. The only part I wanted to know that what are the contents of your personality coaching and lifestyle coaching and this thing.
Yeah. So as I said, we touch topics like mental stability, discipline, goal setting, communication skills, creative thinking, not just writing, creative thinking. How is communication? Yeah, how is communication and creative thinking merging together? So we talk about subjects like that.
Mental toughness and all.
Sorry, sir?
Mental toughness and all these subjects.
Mental toughness, managing situations, managing competition, things like that. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, these are the only few questions. Back of my mind, I just asked.
No, we'll share more details with you as we go, sir.
Yeah.
This is like
Mukta ma'am is there. If you want to ask some question, you can please ask. Mukta ma'am, do you want to ask?
Anyway.
Ma'am is there or she has left?
No, Mukta ma'am is not in, I think.
I
Okay.
don't see her.
Okay. So, okay, ma'am, this much is
All
enough.
right.
Thank you very much
Thank
again
you.
from the Centerpoint School for giving us a wonderful presentation. As I already
Thank you.
mentioned, wonderful exhibition of how the posture defined the definition of posture. You explained it very nicely that ear, shoulder, hip, ankle, and all should be in line and all. Significance of alignment, posture, breathing techniques, and all. You have really explained very nicely because that
Thank
is
you, and thank you for your kind words. I'm hoping to see you all again and train with you and get all of you moving someday soon.
100%. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. So kind of. Yes.
Bye.
Bye. So can we leave the meeting now, ma'am? No problem.
Sure, I'll have Gandhali tell you this.
Okay. Gandhali, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes, sir. If all the questions have been answered, yes, sir.
yes, anybody want to ask any question,
If-
please? Priti, ma'am.
Please
Bhagya-
feel free.
Question,
Yeah, feel
ma'am.
free to
Yeah.
ask me anything, even if it's about the workout. If you find it difficult,
Yeah.
questions, I'll answer. No.
Chetak,
So
Chetak,
everyone,
sir.
okay, so if everyone's easy, I have to
Okay.
make it more
Yeah,
difficult
yeah.
then.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. On behalf of school, really, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gandhali, ma'am. Thanks to you also for organizing
sir.
session.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So can we leave the ma'am? Say, this
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So kind of. Yes. Okay.
Gandhali ma'am,
everybody-
thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Saikat, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody can leave.
Gandhali ma'am, thank you.
Yes, sir. Chetak, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Thank you.
चलिए thank you good day bye
Good day. Bye.
Happy weekend, sir.
Madam,
Thank you, Gandhali ma'am.
Gandhali,
Bye-bye.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Can you take the session on, because I have taken the opinion of almost everybody. So many of them were of this opinion that if the session next session can be organized on coming Saturday, instead of Monday, because they have a festival on that day and most of them they are preoccupied and most of them are having some
So
programs.
Monday 10 to 11, is it okay? Because we, since
no
you
problem.
mentioned,
On Saturday, you can set any timing because coming Saturday will be, I think, second Saturday, if I'm not wrong. So on Saturday, it will be better because our purpose should be solved and it should not get defeated.
absolutely agreed. We were just thinking that it's a week's gap.
So I
So,
made a good attempt also for attempting on the Monday. But really, it's a festival and everybody must be in the festival mood. So I don't want to disturb them also. They will definitely come, but I don't want them to trouble. So let
No
it be
problem.
on Saturday, ma'am. It will be better.
okay, sir. So I'll just talk to them and then come back
Yeah,
to you on that, on the
Yeah,
timing, sir.
that will be better. No problem. I'll be
Okay,
very
sir.
happy. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Just give a one week gap, so we'll also be busy and after 1 week on next Saturday we are having a holiday. So on that day we can conduct it. No problem.
So first half is
Okay.
fine with you, right, sir? On Saturday?
The timing you set with the organizer on the performance,
Okay.
and whatever the time suitable to them, just we'll tally it with our timing. There is no problem from our side. Okay. But on Saturday, I think it will be better.
Okay, sir. I'll just connect and then come back to you.
Thanks. So it will not be on Monday now. Thanks.
Yeah.
All of them will be very happy to have their festival time to enjoy their festival.
No
Okay.
problem, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right,
We
sir.
leave the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
For further details, I'll speak to Mukta ma'am also. Come back to you.
Right, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You all can leave the meeting now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Gandhali ma'am, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good day. Good day, ma'am. Good day, sir.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. बहुत दिन बाद मुलाकात हुई.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Hi, Gandhali.